Hello, today, February 18th, we see the sun move into the zodiac sign of Pisces, entering the 12th and final zodiac sign of the zodiac cycle. The sun will stay in Pisces until the spring equinox on March 21st. This annual transit of the sun through Pisces is going to allow us to work with Pisces energy in our outer self, in our outer world. In astrology, the sun represents our illumination of self, our outer self, our character, our personalities, our purpose, our fire, our being, the conscious mind, and how we reflect these aspects of our being into the outside world. It rules our personality, our ego, our self, our will, our temperament, those core building blocks of who we physically are. It is a representation of our physical being. It is the source of our ability to shine in our world and to allow ourselves to be seen as a source of being. Pisces is the 12th and final sign of the zodiac. It is the mutable water sign. It is the ascension into the spiritual. As the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces is the accumulation of the zodiac wheel, representing the full maturity of the individual and the completion of the cycle. It is often said that Pisces contains all the elements of the zodiac that precede it. As such, it is the end. It is the peak spiritual enlightenment, the peak of the cycle, the ending of a cycle before we begin anew. The animal associated with Pisces is the fish, and for a variety of cultures, fish are linked with spiritual wisdom. The fish can go with the flow or swim against the current. The symbol of the two fish swimming in different directions holds a spiritual dimension. One swims towards enlightenment of the heavens, the other towards the earth. In this echo of the Homeric principle, as above, so below. It is this linking of the above and the below, the linking of all that is to the present moment. As a mutable water sign, Pisces is linked to the emotional aspects of our being, to our inner knowing, to the intuitive, subtle energies around us. Pisces understands that all emotions and experiences are intuitive, and it is about being compassionate with the cycles that we swim through. It is also a very imaginative zodiac sign, being linked to Neptune, and a very expansive zodiac sign ruling Jupiter. So while the sun is in Pisces, we're going to be working with these energies of our cycles, our spiritual side, how we bring our spirituality and our beliefs into our being, and how those beliefs and spirituality impact not only ourselves as beings, but how we interact in the outside world. It's also going to be about those depths of our emotional self. As the mutable water sign, it is about the flexibility and adaptation that is available for us to move through as we learn about our emotions, as we learn about ourselves, as we learn about our cycles, and how we can bring balance to our emotional integrity and the way that we turn up. It is also the energy of the dreams we hold within, how we work through our cycles of being to bring our dreams into reality, how our dreams can be illusions or delusions, depending on how we see them and how we view them and how we bring them into the outside world, how we work towards them. So this connection of our outer self, our sun, and our spiritual inner self, the being within us that wants to be expressed, the beliefs and dreams that we hold and we work through, and how we bring them into being. Really allowing us to swim into our emotional waters and bring those emotions into being, to bring this cycle that we have been working through to completion, to allow us a fresh start to begin when the cycle renews itself. As the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces is about the ascension into all that is. It is about communicating what we have learned into being. So really allowing us to express where we are going, to express our flow of being, and to allow us to simply understand that as long as we are shining whom we are out into the world, allowing us to change as we learn and grow, it is the energy of going with the flow of life, going with the flow of our being, and allowing us to simply see the cycles we work through and how those cycles can be of benefit. Also seeing the other side, how our cycles can be detrimental, how we need to step away from certain cycles to enable ourselves to grow and ascend out of those waters. A transit that is going to allow us to balance the things that we have learned throughout this zodiac year, and to take those things that we have learned and allow them to shine out into our being, to shine out into the way that we give of ourselves and give to ourselves, allowing it to be a source of growth, a source of completion, where we can draw a line in the sand when we come to the end of Pisces season, that will allow us to step into the new beginnings of the new zodiac cycle. As the last sign of the zodiac and where it corresponds within our seasonal year, we're in the last season of hibernation, where we can put things to rest, where we can rest and review those things that we have been evaluating during this darker half of the year, and really allow ourselves that time to reflect on what we want to give our energy to, what we want to grow in the light season to come. For when we hit Aries season in March, we're going to be stepping into the light half of the year. We're going to be stepping into those energies of growth and renewal. And we're going to nourish the seeds that we have been planting throughout this dark phase, allowing us to release the things that have stood in our way and focus on the things that are going to bring our desires into being. So take time this Pisces season to see where you are fighting the current and where you are going with the flow, to look at the things that you want to bring into your physical being and the things that you want to give of your physical being, allowing you to be this source of light that is working through the cycles of renewal and growth, and allowing you to bring your spiritual side, your emotional side, your intuitive side into your being. For being connected to these aspects of self allows us to stand in our completion, stand in our wholeness. For we need all aspects of our being in order to be whom we are in this present moment. A very beautiful season for us to work through as we get ready for the coming spring, the opening of our eclipse season, allowing us to settle into the flow of our being, ready to step forward into the energies of growth and renewal.